Hello my lovings, welcome back to another 5-star on my channel, where it's the first video for the end of the year stuff. I have a few of these coming up. I want to rank the packs and stuff that came out. Also, we have top 10 mods, top 10 CC, the usual videos that come out, and then we'll do some end of the year wrap-ups, our hopes for 2020 and things like that, and then I'll do one last channel update video right before the new year, so you guys know what's going to happen in the new year. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to talk about my top 10 pieces of CC that you need to download right now to improve your game, to enhance it. I do want to mention there's a few new pieces of CC that are currently on the market right now, which I might want to mention right now. There is a new eyelashes that I've yet to see, but I've heard is really good for max match players. They would be in this list, but I've yet to use them, and I don't want to put an object in that I'm not confident that I love, that I use very often. And all these items that you're going to see here that are only talking about females. Very interesting. We'll have to venture over to males. Didn't really realize that until right now, but we'll venture over there, I promise. We have my items for females. I mean, I want to recommend you guys some really cute items that came out this year and what I've been playing with. So, surprisingly enough, my favorite hair out of this year, I just went through and I cleared out a whole bunch of CC. So if you're like, whoa, Jacob, what's up with the low, the less CC? That's the reason. Now, I'm also going to link every single item that I'm going to try to do, link it down below. If not, I'm going to reblog the items that I can find, and so they'll be on the very top part of my CC finds, which is already down in the description. So either way, you can go PFA CC finds, or is that right? Or maybe, I don't know. It's linked down below, and you can find these items. They'll be on the top of the list. But the first one here is, obviously no one's shocked here. It's Austin. He is my favorite CC creator. I'm literally, he's the only person on Patreon that I donate like $5 to him every month, because he's my favorite creator. He has my favorite hairs, and he's my favorite. I've downloaded almost all of his hairs, and they're normally in my game, but right now they're not. More likely they'll probably be brought back, since I do go back to them so often. But out of all the hairs I've downloaded this year, I really think this is my favorite. And I think, last year everybody was kind of agreeing on one hair, where I don't really think this is the same thing this year. I've yet to watch many CC videos for top 10s, but I think this is the hair that I think is the best well done, and I think you can't find anything better, and you definitely need in your game. Now, that is not to say any of the other hairs that I've downloaded this year I have not loved or cherished. There's been a few that I thought weren't as great as they should be, but overall, I'm never going to trash a creator because they spent time creating this, you know what I mean? And so why would we trash something someone spent so many hours creating? So we have good old hair right here. It's gorgeous. We love it. And it's very good. Moving on to skin details. So skin details, I'm only giving you guys one thing, as I've had a few of these in the past. I've done one every year that I've been on YouTube, 2017, 2018, and now 2019. I'll link them down below in case you want to go and you want to find that stuff. And so there's quite a few of these, like the eyelashes that was linked my first year. The freckle overlay, I'm pretty sure is linked. So I'm not linking these things. Also, like I said, there might be different eyelashes you might want to go find, as these are very experimental, but they're very good no matter what, in case you want eyelashes. But I'm going to recommend the Toffee skin here. Now, the skin looks a little washed out at the moment, and that's just because of the makeup and stuff that I chose. And that's just simply because I think the makeup that I chose has a very big variety, and also some interesting things. There is a syrup skin blend, but I think this one is much more cleaner and much more, ignore her magical powers, and much more mystical. And honestly, I just think it's better, personally, for my type of gameplay. Now, for your gameplay, it might be a little different. There's a few other skin stuff in here, but like I said, we're not going to talk about that. One of these we'll talk about more in my top mods video, but we're not there yet. So moving on down to accessories. Accessories, I only have a few items to talk about here, as it's very important. The first thing is the earrings that I chose. Now, I've downloaded several different pairs of earrings, but I want to say the heart with the cross are my favorite. There's also a cross necklace. I am not very religious. I just think they look really pretty in game. And so, yeah. Obviously, I recommend puffer head, and so anything to do with puffer head. But I had to recommend pufferhead, you know what I mean? And so it's totally different. And I have a whole video discussing my pufferhead in case you're curious. But anyway, these glasses, by the way, I downloaded about halfway through the year, Ekup, are my favorite glasses in the game that I use. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and they come in a variety of different colors, and ultimately you can't go wrong. And then this earring, this right here also comes in several different colors as well. So for necklaces, last year I recommended a choker, so I decided this year we actually recommend a necklace itself. And so I went with this very tiny cross necklace. This is brand new in my game, which is why I've not recommended it. Also, it's a Sims resource, and so I have a hard time recommending anything Sims resource. Just a personal preference here. I know some people who do major alpha, that's all they're going to be, but yeah, there's so different colors, but I love it. I was super duper gushing about it when I found it. For eyes, I decided to go with a color that has many different varieties, but it's also very simple. That way, you know, if you're someone who's new to CC or whatever, last year I'm pretty sure I told you guys to download the Crazy Cupcake one, and so that was the one I was going to go this year. I've also been using the glossy one right here. I think it looks gorgeous, but that's for their each and own, whereas I think this is a one that a lot of people could get behind. And there's a variety of different colors, ranging from lights to even darks, and I think overall, I think you're going to get the most use out of this. The reason why I went this eyeliner than the other eyeliners, Urban Sims releases really good eyeliners and things like that. There's many other people I'd recommend as well, but this one has, now that we've seen the glasses, I can take them off for a second. This one has hold on. It's going to do something weird to the mouth. Just ignore it. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but there's something broken about that one specific piece, but I wanted to show you this. So this eyeliner comes in several different like shapes and forms, and I think it has the most range out of everything I've downloaded, and so I wanted to give you something that's very versatile. Now, this is technically supposed to be my top, and so I'm being very generous by giving you so many different things that I think honestly will help you, but these are things I use every day, and so these would be my top mods, and technically at the end of the year, I've already cleared out my CC, nothing's getting deleted, but technically I would have deleted it. There's a video, if I upload it, already me showing you guys how to do that. It's like 8 minutes. And then I wanted to, guys, show you something a little experimental. So this is like the direct line between Alpha and Max's Match. I think there's enough here to say that it's not fully Max's Match, but also I think there's enough here to say that it could be full Alpha. And, you know, I think both fights can win, but it is simply a... Okay, honey, please stop it. Spellcaster, I didn't make you. I was going to tell you who made her, but this is her on the gallery. She's gorgeous, and I'm not uploading her because I didn't make her. But either way, it's a very unique. There's some really, really lighter shades, some really, really darker shades. The pigment is very good here. And like I said in those other videos, I have some more signature blushes, which I would recommend as well. But I recommend them in those other videos, so we're not going to touch them here. For the lips, I decided not to go with my usual lip. It's normally this one or this one. This one requires to get together, and so it's harder to recommend. For a hot minute there, I didn't know that's what it recommended, but yeah. So we have this lip right here, which has several different colors. It's not like a variety of colors, like let's say the Jen lips. She has several different brands and stuff. This lip has a lot more variety. Yeah, I really like how this one sits on the lips, and so I do think I don't know how much I use it now, but I think after really playing around with it, I think I do like it a lot. These nails are also something else I'm going to recommend a little bit later on in this video, but we'll be recommending 2 things in accessories when we get there. So moving on to full body stuff, this is the outfit that I chose. These are the items I chose. For instance, these boots do clip, but they're my favorite boots out this year. I use them the most. But starting with the tattoos, we have 2 tattoos to talk about. We have this one up here, which comes in a whole variety of different things. But my favorite part about this, guys, is it doesn't matter what you put on the sim. It could be very drastic and very, you know, graphic like that. Every single one of these things are in Simlish. And if you don't know me, which you might not know, if you're not, like, I like Simlish tattoos, one, because it looks like someone's writing on them. I'm a writer in real life. It's a sentimental thing. But also, Simlish is the only way I go. I will not allow English into my game. And so, I think it's very important. The other one is also another brand of similar tattoos. The only difference between these similar tattoos and like the ones I just showed you, wherever that is, the arm piece right there, is this one actually comes with the quotes, and so you can choose inhale, exhale, empathy type of thing. And you get to choose that quote, and you know it personally, and maybe it could relate to yourself more, which I think is a really cool touch, and I really do hope more CC creators follow suit like this particular creator did. I would, of course, tell you who they are, but I honestly don't know. This top right here, you might need to get famous for, which makes me a little anxious to recommend it, but either way, it is a get famous top. It was redone to fit the Sims 4 without the badge. It is by far my favorite top I've ever downloaded in the game. I go back and forth between like really hating it and really loving it. I have certain Sims where it looks gorgeous on, but if you can't download this because you don't have Get Famous, I understand. You can, of course, download this, which is part of the base game update. It was for Muslims. This is a full-body Muslim outfit, and they cut off the top and made it more like a belly... Nope. What is that called? It's not a belly shirt. I can't think what it's called. But it's also by far one of my favorite outfits. But I decided to recommend the t-shirt because I like the t-shirt a little bit better. Now for pants with heart. I really like these. But I think personally, we're going to go with these. I used these the most often this year. Most of the Sims I created on YouTube had some form of embodiment with these jeans, and so I figured we should probably recommend them. They're a cutoff jean, they're experimental, and as you guys can see here, my CC taste this year was extremely experimental, and I really liked having that reflected towards you guys, as this is what I'm recommending, obviously. So those are the ones I went with. I decided to almost take out entirely all of my leggings and sweatpants and things, as I think the game has officially reached their max in actual game, like expansion packs, that I don't really need them anymore, and so that's something, to look forward to. Now, for the nail, if you download Quiet Stacy, you get these other nails, which are somewhere in here, which we'll talk about when we talk about it. But with this nail, there's several different colors, a whole variety, nudes and non-nudes, and I would highly recommend it. Another thing I would highly recommend is this right here, which is a bra strap. So for instance, I don't know if I have a top that it will look good with, to be honest with you. Okay, well this one, you can see the bra or whatever. It's just an overlay top. This one, you can see the bra. I was more looking like for an off-the-shoulder, but you understand the point, and that's an item I would totally recommend. I can't promise I can find it, though. I'm going to try my damnedest, I promise. But it's there. It is down here with the ring, with the nail polish. The nail polish is up in face, so in case you do want to wear both, you totally can. It is plausible. Now, for the leggings, I went with a more scandalous legging. I decided with these very big, open, what are these called? Pantyhose? It's not exactly what they're called, and I know that. But it comes in a whole variety of colors, and I've used the black here quite often. And so, I recommend it. And for shoes, finally, I recommend these shoes from the Delicacy and Grim Cookies sub pack. When this got announced, these were the shoes I was most looking for. I've always wanted a knee-high boot, and I'm very happy we finally have one in-game that I use quite frequently. Now, for formal wear, which is the only other wear that we're going to talk about for females, I have this hair right here, which is also by Austin. I know, I guess I should have probably chosen one that wasn't, but you know what? I looked, and honestly, it's still one of my favorite hairs. I use it quite frequently this year, and I would highly, highly recommend. It's very beautiful. It's part of a set, but you can get it unmerged, and so you can get this direct hair. Obviously, because I don't have the whole set anymore. I will eventually, but not at the moment. And then we also have this beautiful dress, which is a mixture of the dress that comes with City Living and something else. I'm not entirely sure where the bottom half comes from, but I know the top half comes from City Living. And comes in a whole variety of different colors, but it's a very beautiful wedding dress. It's very open, it's very scandalous, but it's also very gorgeous. I'm in love, and yeah, I don't have any shoes to go with this, and so we are going to go ahead and move on over into our male counterpart. Males are going to be a little trickier because I didn't actually plan on making a male because I didn't think about it, but males only have like one. That's not true. I think males have more than one item. So this hair right here, I'm trying to get rid of the hat, is by far my favorite hair. I recommended it last year, and so I'm not going to put it on my list, but just know that's the hair you should download if you're downloading anything from this male section. And then for t-shirt wise, I don't know. Probably the cardigan. I really like the cardigan. Oh no, it's probably this, right? This is probably what you guys are thinking that I'd recommend to you guys because I use it so often. And then the jeans, I'm gonna go with these ones. They don't look really good with this top. I promise they were cute though. Here, they're like boxer front jeans. I think they're adorable. I use them really frequently. I think they suit the Sims very nicely. For full body, I don't really have one, not one I would recommend, basically. So yeah, this is for males, and like I said, you're just not going to really find them anywhere else. And that's just my personal opinion. If we do age down the child, I don't actually think I have anything to recommend for younger children. Maybe for children hair. I did find quite a few amazing children hair, some variations, such as this one, which is variation the Sim Lots Love hair, I think, is always a keeper. Things like that. Nothing super spectacular. I really like the Elsa hair on children. I think it looks so much prettier on children. And I think it was a little bit of an embarrassment. And I would say I don't really have one for toddlers. So yeah, that's my top 10. Hold on. We'll go back. I'll age her up back into her beautiful darkness, and we'll go through and get those jeans. Okay, so there's my Sim. I hope you guys enjoyed her. I think she looks gorgeous, and I'm very happy to be able to give this video to you. I was really nervous that I wasn't going to have enough content, or I was going to have too much, and I think it's a perfect even amount. Like I said, if I can't find these particular items for you, and they're not linked down below, they're obviously going to be linked in my CC finds. Ultimately, all the items I showcased today are in my CC finds somewhere. I'm going to try to bring these items particularly into the forefront, probably only the female, though, as the male I probably won't bring into the forefront. But that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you all next time for another beautiful video.